Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another video. This time I've decided to create a new series. It's just an idea I had, so let me know what you think. It's basically going to be called Team Play, and it's essentially going to be where I'm platooned up with some friends, and we both end up having good games together. Me and my platoon mates have good games, whether that's we both individually have really good games, or where we were working together to do a bit of communication with your platoon mates. This first replay I've got for you, I am platooned up with my pal Jamus and Swindle 321. Me and Jamus are both in M46 Pattons, and Swindle is unfortunately playing the Bar, which is an absolutely awful tank with 0 degrees of gun depression. So me and Jamus are going to work together and take the hill. Unfortunately, Swindle, like I say, he's in the Bar, so he's just going to try and do his own thing and try and get some damage off where he can, because that tank is atrocious. So we're going to push up towards the hill at the start because we've got this gun depression. This M46 is a fantastic tank, even with its nerf it had not that long ago with a bit reduced to the DPM. It's still a fantastic tank now, having the APCR rounds as standard and the heat as premium. So first thing, we've got this Leopard. We're going to track him in place because he's over peaking, and between me and my guns here and Jamus, we're going to be able to make short work of this tank and take him out pretty quickly. And that's the first sort of tank, picking up a kill, picking up a little bit of track assistance and 500 damage. Already I can tell that we have got the overmatch on the hill, so I do want to win this as quickly as possible. We've got the artillery shooting. It's only the Super Burt. It's not really going to do a lot of damage, if I'm honest with you, unless it gets really lucky. So I'm looking to punish this AMX 5120. I don't really want to push over and get clipped out by that tank, so ideally I want to push around and take out the other tanks from this side. The danger being, when you do push around here, you can get shot from the enemies sort of down by the track area, and that's a little bit of a problem. So I'm going to try and take out a few of these tanks where I can, where I had that Mutz spotted in the open. Unfortunately for me now, he's sort of staying behind this wall, and I'm trying to work out whether it's worth taking the push to go round. I do want to do it because we have the overmatch, and I'm just going to gamble at this point. I decided, you know what, it's the easiest way to kill these tanks. I'm just going to hope I don't get punished, and I need to push around as quickly as he can. So I'm going to go for a shot in the tank, first medium at the start, but then I'm going to ignore him and take out the one shot to get rid of the guns, and also try and get myself higher up on the ridge so it's harder to shoot me from the tanks on the bottom. The medium German tanks now, he's going to die to our friendly teammates. He's running into a lot of fire, so I'm going to ignore him, and me and Jamus are going to push this artillery who was shooting us earlier. As we go down, we realise it's a Sturm Tiger. We take out the artillery together with focus fire, and then thankfully the Sturm Tiger misses his shot. I'm going to track him in place so I can pick up a little bit of assistance damage, and so he can't rotate round. And now I realise he's we can be able to double tap this together, but me and Jamus just quickly make short work of that tank, and now we're going to push around to see if we can get behind the enemy tanks. There's an enemy Jag Tiger in the base, and Jamus has just let me know that he's AFK, so he just sort of said shoot the tracks, we can get a bit more assistance. So I'm going to shoot the tracks there, and we do pick up a bit more assistance. And now we just got this Leopard. Now the Leopard obviously has got the hit point advantage of me in this stage, but I know that I've got Jamus coming in to help, so I'm just going to full send. I don't honestly care if he pens me, as long as I can take him out as quickly as possible so I can get as much damage out of this game as I can. Give him a little nudge. I'm going to probably eat one more, I might eat one more shot if the King Tiger comes around, but now I need Jamus to hit this shot so I don't eat another round, and thankfully he does, and now I can just push around on this King Tiger. I can eat a shot if I need be, but thankfully we don't need to, and again, that focus fire together, we're just taking out these tanks in a little bit of a train. And then we've got this enemy Freedom who our friend Swindle is pushing. He gets taken out, and now we've had a decent game. You've got 5,000 damage, 1,800 assistance and 2 kills, and there's only 2 enemy tanks remaining. It's like I said, it's been a bit of a fast-paced game. I regret rushing that shot because that would have put me over the 5,000. I had more time than I thought. I'm realising that I'm not going to get the kill on that light, and maybe my best bet is to try and go for this enemy TD. I'm hoping he's full health at this point, but he is getting taken out. Now is a one shot. I'm not going to get there before his Scode. Unfortunately, the Scode is just too quick for me. But then I actually do get there, thankfully, and pick up the kill. And that brings us an end to the first replay. It is a bit of a train, but as you can see, me and Jamus both had a good game. Both got about 5,000 damage. Jamus got the 5 kills, picks up the ace. I only get the 3 kills, so I only get the first class. But another way, it was a nice game because, like I say, both of us had a good game. I thought it was worth sharing, and it just kind of made sense for the new sort of series I wanted to try. So we've got one more replay to come, so I will stop rambling on and see you there in a little bit. Okay, so here we are for the final replay. I am in the AMX 50b, and my platoon mate Jamus is in the 12-1B medium tank. And yeah, we're on the highway. There is one enemy fun police. We have got quite good matchmaking, and there is no enemy light tanks in the game, which is good for us on this spawn, which I'll probably say is the worst spawn. But as the title of the video, the team play, we do have to work together in order to secure the victory in the end, and go on to have quite a nice game. So like I say, highway from this spawn is my least favourite. Can get a little bit stale at times, and you often find you end up defending the base quite a lot. It's just the way it works out. So I'm going to push over to my starting position and see if we can get any crosses. But I do get spotted by a tank, and I'm guessing that's got to be something like the Barras, just because how early I was lit. And I'm trying to poke to see if I spot them, and I wasn't. But then it was the Barras just to get spotted. I'm going to poke to see if I can punish that tank, because obviously that's going to be good vision considering there's no enemy light tanks in the game. We do get one shot in. We leave him on a one shot, and then we're going to pull back in. Unfortunately, he does survive that engagement, but at least he is on a one shot now. And now we're going to try and get some punishing shots on these stuff which have kind of crossed in a not advisable position. It's never great to cross in that position if you are crossing in a heavy, because you can get caught out like that. And I do pick up an extra shot of damage, and Jamus picks up the kill and provides me a little bit of assistance damage. I'm sitting on a reload. Now I'm really hoping this object 27 doesn't cross just yet, because I'm on the reload. Unfortunately it does, so I wasn't able to punish him. A little bit sooner I would have been able to get a couple of shots into that tank. But it is what it is. He's got across, and now we're just seeing what we can do. And as I said, quite often the enemy team, pushes over underneath your ridge, and it makes it a little bit awkward. And it does tend out to be a little bit of a, almost like a camp fest from this spawn. More times than not, not always. Sometimes weird things happen. You can push across and stuff like that. But a lot of the time, this does tend to be what happens. So I'm looking for shots where I can. I'm poking up. Now we already are 3 tanks down, so we are up against it. But this heavy tank crosses, so we get one in. We damage his engine tank. We go for that shot. Could have aimed better. We're going to try and get the third shot into pen. Unfortunately, it doesn't. So now we'll just decide that, we're going to go for the track shot, because I do have a bar behind me, and I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to get a shot of damage in. Unfortunately, he doesn't, so I've got to pull back now, so I'm into cover. I was hoping maybe I'd get a little bit of assistance, but that wasn't quite possible. So I'm just going to pull back now and kind of adjust what's going on, because I'm having a look and I'm thinking, I think I need to help some of my teammates out in the town, but obviously I'm aware that we do have tanks coming around our base. So Jamus, being in his medium tank, is going to sort of cover the field area, defend the base. Well, I'm going to go into town and to see if I can dump my clip into someone and just try and do some damage to help out my friendly tanks in that engagement, because otherwise we could be in danger of potentially losing the town, and then we might end up getting surrounded. So I want to see if I can try and dump my clip into someone. There we have a fantastic bit of Randy driving, crashing into that wall. But we spotted our first target. It's an Object 430 who is full health. We get 2 shots in, track him in place. He repairs the track. We're going to poke round, expecting to take a shot, if I'm honest, but I want to try and make sure we can get this kill if possible. And we do manage to get a kill. We actually don't take any damage off the Object 430, which is great. We do eat one off of the T32 Heavy, but that's a very good trade there. We lose 1 hit point, and we actually take out a full tier 10 tank. But now we're in a situation where Jamus has said it's actually quite a lot of tanks underneath this ridge, more which is detected at the moment, and I'm going to come back to actually help Jamus, because we do have a fair amount of presence in the town, and I'm hoping maybe they can hold them off for long enough to help the other side. We do manage to catch this T-38 prototype out and pick up another kill, which is good because we are tanks down at the moment, so any kill we can take, we can try and even up the score as best we can. But now it kind of appears that we're losing, well, I'm not sure, but I've got the feeling that we're losing the town. But there's not a lot I can do about that at the moment because I know I'm also in trouble towards our base. So I'm going to push back to try and help Jamus and see what we can do. We're almost reloaded, so we're going to push up and see if we can get any crossfire shots. But then this E6 pokes up high, gets one into me. Now I'm aware I'm probably going to eat a second shot off this E6 if I'm honest, but I want to dump my clip in even if that is the case. Because he's full health and I've got an opportunity to make him, you know, a potential one shot. I just felt like it was worth it because we were losing tanks. So I do eat the shot, but I'm happy with that trade because that medium tank is now one shot, which means Jamis is full health in his single shot firing gun. If that tank either overpeaks or full sends on him or does something like that, he can just take him out you know, in one shot, which is going to make our life easier at the end of the game. This AMX 50t has got a frustrated angle on us now, which makes it harder to play the ridge. So I'm looking for a shot. So if he pokes onto Jamis, that I'm going to be able to get a shot and take him out. I really want him to poke so I can take him out as quickly as possible. Because you know, if you look at the scores, we're now down 4 tanks. So I want to try and even this up. He does poke, and thankfully I track him in place. Should have enough time to take him out, and we do, and we confirm another kill, putting us onto 5,000 damage. But we're now in a 4 versus 7 situation, and it quickly turns into a 3 versus 7. I've got 2 shots left in the clip. I'm just looking at the hit points. You see me scanning here. That's because I'm working out how many 1 shots or 2 shots there are. Because all that information is very helpful towards the end of the game. This AT-15 is full health, but it's going to overspend. This kind of feels like the perfect opportunity to dump the remaining 2 shots into my tank, put him on a 2 shot to Jamus, and then we're going to pull down. I think the AT-15 does take a bit more damage, putting them onto lower health. But now I'm on a reload. It's in the 3 versus 7. I'm getting shot from the town because the town's lost, so I need to pull round into a position where I'm at cover. Jamus takes out the AT-15. Evening up the scores a little bit more, but Fun Police is aiming at us, and then he takes out the other medium, the E6, which we put on a 1 shot earlier. Had the E6 been on full health, it was going to make our life a lot harder towards the end. So I'm glad I lost the hit points in order to take out that kill. Now here's the brass from the start of the game on a 1 shot. I can't dump my clip because the scenery's in the way, but the Fun Police is aiming at me. Jamis is just going to destroy the cover, so he has to run, and then we take out the kill, putting it back to a 4 versus 2. Fun Police is aiming in me. We've seen this IS-7. I can clip this IS-7 out, and I can eat 1 shot off of the IS-7 with my remaining hit points. I'm going to take this opportunity just to get this kill out. I do eat the shot, but then Jamis thankfully takes him out, even in score back to a 2 versus 3. And put us on to about just under 7,000 damage. And now the friendly medium tank comes out. I'm on 1 shot, so I had to take that shot quickly. Unfortunately, I snapped it and it didn't go in, but I felt I didn't have the choice in the matter. However, this, you know, Jamis, this is a winnable position for Jamis because he's got full health. Well, no, he's got a lot of health, and he does take out the enemy medium. And now it's just Jamis versus the Fun Police. Rather than ramble on, I'm just going to let this play out with a bit of music, and you can see what happens next. Okay, so if you see, thankfully Jamis kills the Fun Police and gives us that victory in the end. And we go on to have a really good game. Jamis has 8 kills, 7,000 damage, has a really nice game. I get just shy of 7,000 damage, 4 kills, and that gives us the crucial medal. So really good sort of game there of the team play. I hope you like this series. It's something I'm going to try to do more of if you like it. So let me know what you think. And as always, thank you so much for your amazing support, and happy tanking.
Hadouken!